Ooh, that's a huge overview. Now they get the rune. Force ROTK to get gut at level 1.
That's always a...
So you don't have Anger, you don't have Kraken. He's got the Iron Talon.
He wants to
for
go jungle as well. And I mean, again, it's not great in lane, it's not great in the jungle. Level...
You got some creeps, man.
Just one creep, that's it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mine as well.
Yeah, this is going to put a slow down to TK. And the fact that also, you know, and got the other bounty, so both bounty runes EGR.
Well, it's a great start here for the Reborn squad. HYM is doing some next level backstabbing here, looking for a courier perhaps? Or maybe just warding down the Ancients? Not exactly sure about the rotation.
Yeah, let's see what it's up to. If it is going to be. But at the same time, VGR's like, they're not really the best Ancient clearing team,
Yeah.
so it's, I guess it's unlikely they're going to be really prioritizing stacks themselves. So maybe
he's looking for the Darkseer, who is
could be, yeah.
Who's jungling right now, hanging out.
Yeah, that's true. Interesting lane decision here. Yeah, Yang straight to the jungle, and by the looks of it, FY on the other side, he's heading towards that top lane. Maybe see if he gets some XP, and yeah, H1 just comes into mid lane, gives Mikasa a bit of a whack, but well, Mikasa shoots him in the back right in return. And the mid lane matchup at the moment, slight edge for CTY, 7 for 2 against the 4 for 0. Do you expect this lane to be a lane where the Storm does quite well?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Even the without the Drow, I think it's still favor. With the Drow especially, it's going to be very strong favor. FY, run away here from a Gush, as well as a couple of clicks. He'll be fine.
Yeah, plant the tree, Tanga. He's going to be... I mean, this is something to know as well. So the Burning Visage, I mean, this is a hero that I used to pick, was it? To work off the fact that you're going to try in this situation. So you get stacks up, you can use the Soul Assumption to max potential. But he's not going to have any offlaner in his lane. So what does this Visage achieve in the early?
Pretty much not. His bow essentially is going to get to level 6. There's, you know, you talk about Visage's pick for the tri-v-tri lanes. The second reason he's picked is just to get to level 6 and get the push with Drow Ranger, which is the predominant reason that we see him pick here. So his goal is to get to level 6. You see him doing a couple of stacks, a couple pulls, and once the 6 is coming, he is going to just push. He also farms quite quickly, support hero, because of how many towers you get, how many kills you get with your Soul Assumption. So he will get things like Medallion of Courage, he'll get an Aghanim Scepter quite early, and then, you know, Triple Birds obviously is so good with the Drow Ranger.
Do you finish off the Solar Crest before the Axe?
Depends on how you... Yeah, you know, against Ursa, having the mischance on whoever you're protecting might be a pretty good idea. So we'll see how ahead he feels his team's at, and then whether he could afford getting the Solar Crest.
Oh, bit of a walk around here, FY. It's going to drop the hammer onto HYM. And HYM is going to beat him back off. How's RTK's jungling going? He's killed himself, just getting back to base, picks up infused raindrops and the boots as well. He's managed to find his way to level 3. So he's a bit of better shape in the jungling terms. Darkseer, Yang, level 4 now coming into the top lane. So get some of that lane XP other than in the jungle. But FY has been walking around a lot and he's still just sitting at the level 1 on this Elder Titan, so he's going to have to try and find a level somewhere here.
Yeah, so right now, even though nothing is really looking like it's happening, I gotta say the VICI argument is really coming to fruition. Because right now, VICI should be winning every single lane because of the drop.
Yeah, this bottom lane. The start opening and what mid lane?
Well, there's a lane victory.
Okay, yeah, CTY funny kills. We'll towards the top. Yang, he get checked through with him, but unable to get
just a straight solo kill. He didn't have level 6 either, so I guess, you know, Mikasa maybe
was hanging around on low health. Yes.
I guess he leaped in for it. Maybe he leaped away. Whatever the case is.
Maybe underestimated the 3% over.
Yeah. CTY going for a more or less an unorthodox build. He has that single point into Electric Vortex. Normally you don't, you know, pick it simply because of the other level farm. CTY jumping a little bit up.
No, he's got he's got only got one tank. Doesn't need to be a big areas to secure the siege creep. But yeah, Mikasa shaking up a little bit there in the mid lane, and the CS as well. It's just gone from strength to strength for CTY. This is a great opening from in the mid. 31-11 against 18 for 1. And picks up that first blood. This is an ideal start for a Storm. For sure, no doubt about that.
No, you and I were still down to the pick somewhat, and most of the time I do see CTY ramping completely out of control. we'll kind of have a keep a closer eye on Bloodstone timing and whatnot.
Ends as well. 2k gold saved up. Does he just go for a straight out link, or would you still have to get the phase and search before that? Or if you have the gold, do you just go all in and pick that purchase up?
Well, I think if you want to phase, he would have gone in by now. So it makes sense you want to go link. He is most to actually kill a Drow Ranger. You know, this early in the game, he pretty much could kill everybody on VICI apart from this one. You will have to start.
Titan. Still top, you know, Burning's Visage. He's been clearing out this camp, trying to find what he can. He's reaching halfway through level 4.
Oh, I like the Ursa rotation. He went into their side shop, bought a TP, salved up, and I think they're gonna smoke up here as well. And that Drow, well, she's gonna die unless she gets herself out of there right now.
There you go. And he's gonna be ready to die. The blink and the ultimate. Here we go. Surge forward, straight in 1, 2, 3. Give it a 4 to be able to find yourself the kill. And picks up the Drow Ranger. There'll be a reaction from VICI just through burning, but TP's cancelled from the rest of the side.
Oh, they're gonna die.
He's gonna be careful. Yeah, he's gonna try for the TP out. Can he get himself away? Yep, no vacuum at the moment. Skilled by Yang. So the visit is okay. But nonetheless, as you said, yeah, great rotations from VICI. I feel like we see a lot of Chinese teams do this with the causes. It's just they are like that level 6, immediately looking for some action across the map. They very rarely, very seldom just stay in the after hitting 6. They're ready to use the
most people here terribly.
Yeah.
Gank them are physical. And they a little bit different here, but I think the job is that you make sure you shut down the Drow, and they are doing just that. So this Ursa pick, at least for now, has working extra well. I don't think it has really done too much. It helped lane win very, very hard. From that, I think VICI are really positioning in this.
Burning around, drop down a deep wall towards the lane. TY is a reaction bottom. RTK's there. While he doesn't have the Ravage, they're really trying to set something up. Only FY on his Elder Titan down here at the moment. Same time towards the mid lane. HYM's been looking for the farm. DDC in position, so Zend on the sidelines. HYM's got to be careful in case they do to jump in with this Ursa. And he will be.
If you go to Dire Vision right now, you're very, very scared because you just don't see Ursa on the map. So for example, that bottom dive that they're thinking of picking, they could jump in and perhaps get a kill, but if they lose the Storm as a result, that is no good. And now shows up on the mid lane. So VG, at least momentarily, will feel the power to make something happen.
I think set up something with the Moonlight Shadow. Moving immediately into position. FY getting himself out mid lane. It's just to kind of look for the bait and signing the shadows. And yeah, at the least, this gets FY out safely and allows VICI to keep their position in the mid lane. VICI Gaming, they've kind of been all over the place. They headed down bottom, looked for some kind of action, just didn't find it, and CTY is now trying to return. Just to be careful a little bit. There's a lot around, and not the control to for the Storm Spirit. CTY zips out. VICI Gaming putting on the pressure down bottom, running, closing in on his levels. Starlight just facing up with Yang. If we have a look at the net worth at the moment, as we can see, things have been going well for VGR in the beginning stage. They've not been bad for VG King, but as you said, with the draft that VG has, that things need to get a little bit better, you feel?
Yeah, they definitely do, and it's so disruptive for VG to actually lose these outer towers, because they're going to open the Rosh onto the Ursa as well. VG, they have a lot of things that can track. Ursa on the bottom lane here, looking on burning, but the quick Grave Shield, looks like they've actually even turned it around here against N. Arrow not going to actually run anybody. N trying to run away, the Ravage will come.
They have got backup to game and repull, but N, is the damage reduction going to be enough? TTY is coming in, he's looking for Ursa kill in the tree line, and he will find it. They'll take down N, bring him caster with the Vortex as well. He's already used his leap. There'll be a corner brace trying to pop time for the Marana, but surely he's still going to go down. The cast bounces come out, and VG Gaming find themselves as second on top of the tower. So there we have it, maybe End just going a to VG Reborn, a quick jab for Raptor.
Yeah, he really his ultimate to keep himself alive. Rage doesn't really last that long. Way to keep up with you. Great spirit with the gush and whatnot. pick here by slow down the Ursa, and Drought Ranger was just free farming. So. Is this gonna be like a blink dagger first with Ranger to?
Yeah, this certainly is interesting to see. Yeah, I'll start that.
Because normally, if you go Dragonlance, you'll buy the two, you know, the bad elements right now to give your team more agility or more damage. So, given the fact that he's been saving for this long, I think he just want to blink away from the Ursa. He sees the big bad bear coming.
Certainly could be the case. He's just, yeah, so over 100 gold away from it. Meanwhile, over on the side of VGR, yeah, now has the mechanism completed, so a little bit ready to take on these fights. VICI Gaming do go for pushes. VGR, however, grouping up towards the mid because it's got the Moonlight Shadow if they want to use it. They're gonna choose to use the smoke first.
VGR right now, they want to look for a pick into Roshan.
Yeah,
that's their goal.
I mean, could they just straight into Rosh? Do they need to kill?
No, apparently not. They're gonna go straight into it. You know what? Ravage is down for about 30 more seconds. Feel his power to do so. The scan comes out, but it doesn't scan into Roshan, so.
Or DDC comes. No, don't do it, DDC.
Oh, okay, he's in there
still.
still.
They're fine, yeah. No one put their heads out of the pit.
The birds are coming.
Yeah, the G's up. And the question is, what can VICI Gaming do to respond to this one? Still not, no Ravage for 15 seconds. The birds are trying to disrupt VICI Gaming Reborn's attempt.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, come on. I don't know. Not like this. Okay, we're good. Nothing's happening yet. Yeah, there's the start of the fight. Yang coming forward, back team onto 2.
They got Ravage now.
They're still trying to create space for Ren to finish. He's back in. Plenty of incredible destructive pallet. Goes back, they're going on to the turn. Down! They've lost the answer, and McCann starts up Duke down as well. They've found 2. The Ravage comes out. It does nothing. Because VICI Gaming already cleaning up this fight. VICI Gaming due to very nice earth splitter from VG.
I don't know what that Ravage is about.
That was yeah. That was not.
Right in, he got the 2 birds helping him out.
Mikasa! Oh, is that ball back? Into the TI6 just like, hello. Don't split a brain fart, Mikasa.
Alright, I'm not gonna say that was a great play, but from his perspective, they brought Roshan really, he was afraid VICI's gonna get it. So they're like, okay, well, we need to buy back and prevent this from happening. VICI's like, okay, thanks for free kill. We'll take those.
That was not the play there for the Mirana. That's really going to set him back. I mean, look, Mirana was doing alright at the start, but now straight down the pudding network.
And remember what I said about Mirana, the Dragon Phase. He will bring up to you until get that exit. Oh, the Roshan he was worried about happens right now. And there is no buy for him to back them up.
Oh, hello. Good one. And looking himself away. Yeah, he still forget about going in to finish off this Roche. And VGR, they are ready to give it another. Heading back over into the pit for the birds. I mean, the burning birds are
so annoying.
They're so annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much to disrupt this Roche.
Right,
the Visage birds.
For the Adam checkup, we got the Sylar picking up. Back for Dragonlance. So.
Oh, you go for the Dragonlance. Okay.
Looks like the mechanism being picked up right now. Yes. Well, I think the dire team is thinking about smoking around here. Speaking of smoke, VICI pops their own smoke. They need to open this fight with an immediate kill.
Yeah, and jump and just take someone out of it. And here we have him, not burning the arrow as well, yeah. Oh, excellent line for time being ladder. Carson Deathboard immediately counteracted by the Colt races away. He's going to be fine. Hitting the 3-man. The control first becomes the lead away. CTY bringing Yang. Oh, Yang still on the open for him. The tape was down. I think incredible. Gonna let on. Burst up with the sample from Casimir. And they've not lost 2. Silo hits the side on TNT. HY as well. They need to kill off Cersei. CY is going to get out of the fight, but need the burning birds. The Visage birds return. I have to again in a few seconds. Paralyzed, but he still will allow the bird. Get the turn off. Get the second one off the micro from burning. It's beautiful. That fighting kill. Mikasa jumping in with a Starfall, trying to turn it. Prime out of mana. Now he's in the hell. They've lost the structure as well. And this time, Mikasa will be the reigning victor of this fight. But again, it's a bloody battle for both sides. If there's multiple heroes, I say though, perhaps Burning Visage is looking pretty good. The burn micro is real.
Oh, to be fair, he did die that fight, so all he had to do was...
He was just looking at the birds.
Yeah, so... let's not give him too credit.
2 units, not 3.
Yeah. VICI Gaming, that was a 3-for-3 trade, and I think these kind of trades just favor VICI and not VICI. Because you can see how desperate VICI is playing. They're just diving behind the tier 1, and they initiated a fight with the kill on Brain.
Yeah.
And they hit the Echo Stop plus with Curse, and they did the evening. So I cannot imagine VICI get the jump they want. VICI is win those fights. You have to apologize because these teams are VICI and VICI are.
It's very confusing.
Maybe it's VICI and REBORN.
REBORN. We just REBORN. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah. If VICI gets the jump that REBORN is in big trouble.
And Roshan still stands. I think Roshan's the real winner here.
Oh sure, he's just taunting everybody. Like, come at me, guys.
Looks like at this point as well, both teams realizing, alright, let's settle down. Let's just try and keep some farm up cores. They're returning back to lanes. As well, one thing, CT1 Storm Spirit, he's been playing his fights absolutely perfect. He's 5-4 on the Storm. He's going to have a good timing on the Bloodstone. And he's well ahead of the and he's double dashes coming out his backside. He's just picked up another one.
Yeah, this is a good draft for Storm. I mean, if you look at the REBORN lineup, exactly, is he really blocking?
Absolutely.
Curse into an arrow, I guess. Clap.
Too reliable.
Yeah, all of these things he kind of jump and dance around, so...
It's the Witch's Curse, as you said. I've got to look to set up and follow through stuff.
The only time he should be really dying this game is CTY pull the CTY and yeah. Hopefully he will have that control and it'll be okay. We're kind of in the low here, and I think every time the game goes down, it should, at least for the next 10 minutes, favor the Drow Ranger, because you do have to keep in mind that Ursa is just not armor, and Marana with a tieback is not a quick farm.
No, he's starting to climb his back up ranks, Mikasa, but he's certainly did himself down quite a bit. Yeah, about halfway through games at the moment. So maybe somewhere kind of around 20ish minute possibility, which is, you know, not the end of the world for VGR. They're still holding in, and the lead, it's, you know, each game only by 1k, and as we said in the draft, you know, with the kind of lineup you have picked up this match, you probably were hoping for a bit more of a convincing lead at this stage of the game. So I think we're very happy with that. C2Y's had a great game, 17 minutes in, 5-0-4, he's now got the Bloodstone done.
Yep. Well, they are going to look for a good here. They smoke us 4. She doesn't have to blink yet, but see if you could basically walk in and get Ravage off. Storms are also part of that gang party. They see Mikasa. I think if they could choose one person to kill, it's gotta be the Marana.
If you can slow down this man's axe, that's just a huge weight off your shoulders.
Well, they did see Ursa just walk that observer. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Mikasa. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, DDC. Yeah, he's gonna want to pay for his crime. Tried to come across. Oh! Yeah, not going to save you from the solar assumption nuke. Very nicely done there by BG. They do find the pick-off and immediately pings onto the Roshan pit. So one hero down. BG Gaming. See if they do try for Roche. Also, they're going to give it their best shot, but I'm sure VG are there. You know, 20 seconds Wyvern's back up. They're probably... There's going to be time to get over it.
Yes, and it's so hard to do growth against Elder Titan. Because the Spirit kind of have to run. Here's the Spirit.
This is incredible. Yeah, he's got to stomp straight away.
Stop. Oh, it's gonna stop pretty late.
They're giving up on it. Right, too quick. The Drow doing wonders for VICI Gaming. And REBORN, yeah, they've just got that one go, so they get the age that they're after. And obviously, yeah, CTY as well. Especially with the, so this is arguably one of the best carriers of the game at this stage. 19 minutes in a store. This is brilliant for CTY.
Interesting to see Burning skipping the medallion altogether.
It went straight.
Yeah, straight. Essentially, I saw well with the damage output, but I guess they're looking at it more kind of a macro level game. The burn are proving to be extremely annoying, so why not get one more, I suppose.
Top lane, Mikasa. Now just one short of his Aghanims, and for Sylar, Shadowblade will be the pick. So to get 4 CGR supports to invest in that detection and limit the chances of being able to just jump in and solo the Drow Ranger unless he's got some kind of detecting backup.
You know, normally, if you tell me that, hey, he's got a drought draft, and they only push one tower in 20 minutes, and having watching this game, I'll be like, oh man, and they lost that game for sure.
So what's keeping them in?
They're just out farming, out fighting. Mikasa back at the Roshan side just real. They got the Aegis, so they're basically playing a farm with Drow Ranger, and they're just out farming the enemy team. It's very helpful that the enemy team carries that Ursa, which doesn't really scale well without kills. I mean, Ursa it's a big melee creep if you think about it. If he's hitting a right there.
In lane, look, Casa, man at the moment we're talking about, he's dead again. Did manage to spend his gold though. Picks up the 2 components. Why? He'll be the one to put out and the bullets don't see VICI Gaming, they put themselves to kills, push.
Yeah, this is the push, right? And then they get a tier 1, it's most likely going to get a tier 2 as well. Winter Wyvern coming into trying to do what he can with the Splinter Blast, which is maxed out by now, but I don't think VICI actually cares.
Yeah, and with the Blink Dagger now up on RTK, they have got everything ready for the fight. Ravage is up, Death Ward's there as well. It's a very hard fight for VGR to come into, so they're doing exactly what they need to. They're ignoring it for the time being. End's pushing up top, Yang's split pushing bottom. But as you said, VICI Gaming, they'll find themselves a tier 2. And this is, the job working perfect. Top lane, CTY set up onto End. They've got a Moonlight Shadow. Does CTY have the detection? He doesn't, unfortunately. Nonetheless, already using the Vortex. Wouldn't have been able to hold back that Ursa from TPing away. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we're seeing if REBORN can find something on the back of it. Arrow's going to be duped out by HYM. Mikasa is going to continue with the chase. The Stomp will connect. Can they save this man? Yeah. Silence from Mikasa. Again, he's just stepped too far. The Greaves of Conor Grace will come in by RTK with a 4-man Ravage. Death Ward's laid down, punching into Yang, but he vacuum cancels the Death Ward. Starts to surge away from but CTY flies through, takes down Mikasa. He'll look to DDC in the sidelines as well. The mech's being popped. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive as the birds. RTK chases him down. They find themselves another. They did manage to pop the Storm Spirit. CTY, he's more than fine with that. Gives him a new full mana bar. But FY managing to deny himself to the neutral creeps. But nonetheless, again, VICI Gaming coming on top of these fights, and CTY getting richer and richer as he starts to build towards the Orchid.
Mikasa seems to be on a very different page from the rest of VGR. He's generally more ahead than the rest of his team. We're going to see a Winter Wyvern 5-back one.
That's a great one as well. And jumps in looking for some kind of cleanup potential, but the follow-up's just not good enough. It was a flashy wall, but not a wall that's going to cause too many issues for VICI Gaming. At the least, REBORN are able to stop the push.
Yeah. They were essentially stopping the bleeding, because the wound is still very gaping and still there. If you look over to CTY, we're going to see him getting the Orchid relatively soon. Drow Ranger, apart from the first step, remember the smoke that they went up with the Ursa to get a gank on him? Has not died since. Has picked up the Shadow Blade, which is going to give Ursa more and more trouble as the game goes on. And speaking of that Ursa, he's running away from 1v1 fights now. Ursa should never be in a situation where he has to run away from a 1v1 fight. I do believe VGR had this kind of counter to the lineup, and this draft has really failed them.
And then we have it as well, another unfortunate action there from VGR coming around with Smut, immediately dispelled by CT1, and he sits himself out. So unable to find anything there with that rotation. So he's picking up the gold as well. 2.5k on top of Shadow Blade as he sits just beneath CT1 on the board. And Burn out 23 minutes in, has got that Aghanim done on Visage.
So I think we're looking into a territory of thinking how VGR could make a comeback and win the game. And honestly, I think the game is beyond their control. Like, they need VICI to actually help. With RTK whiffing a Ravage, whether Silas goes out farming by himself and gets picked by a smoke gank, they need some. Straight up, I don't see VICI losing to Born here.
CTY, as we're saying, yeah, very close to having the Orchid done. And I guess once he's picked that up, who is he looking to zip on to in these team fights to control first? Is it one of these backline supports? Are you looking for DDC to make sure the save isn't there for the side?
DDC's target number 1 in a gank. An actual team fight may be the Dark Serve, simply because he has so much count play potential.
But he does have the Greaves though.
He does.
Yeah. So.
But if I think you're okay with that for an Orchid, because you could just jump back out. Also, Elder Titan is a pretty good target to go on. There's not going to be a shortage of here for TT1.
No. Good. So back Greaves, our TK is now picking his own over on the Tidehunter, so he's looking in very good fighting shape. I mean, burning with the Academics done on the Visage, is there? Does he go back for the medallion? Is there any reason not to, or does he start picking up Aura? What's the build now for the Visage?
I still think that the Solar Crest is quite good against the. So it's not even the priority anymore, because I think the most dangerous hero right now for VGR is actually Mirana. So maybe you build to counter her, whether it's picking up a Glimmer Cape to protect your team, maybe a Hood into a pipe so you can push him better. I think there's definitely a lot of possibility here for VICI. They're getting into luxury territory. They already have everything that they need to win the game.
CTY could find a nice pickup with this as well. He's just, backseated himself an Invis rune. Okay, so he's not going to look for anything with it. Dispose it immediately. But he just... with their positioning. As you can see at the moment, they are just keeping themselves together as 5, making sure that the pickup potential isn't there for the side of VICI Gaming. So I like with the BKB done as well, so he himself is in a lot better fighting shape. I mean, this has got to be good news just the whole looking at Sylar. The fact that you're running a Drow lineup against this draft of VGR, and he's only died the once this game.
Correct. And he's probably not going to die much more, simply because he has Shadow Blade and BKB. We're going to see a 4-man smoke gang showing the Storm on the bottom here. I think Reborn under there. Did not face. I say that though. Sylar finds Yang.
Yeah, opens with a silence. RTK jumping in as well. Greed to remove it. Ravage comes through onto 3. It's not going to be any follow-up for the time because then he just turns and fights. Takes down H1 out of this one. Now he's going to move in for more. Let's watch on the back line. Storm zipping in. Playing around for the stop. Connects up to 2. Has to zip himself out of this one. And moving towards DTI. Still duking it out. Playing around the team. They will finish off DDC. Can they actually get themselves anything else here? I tried to hit the side of the full arrow stop. Can they kill this man?
I don't know.
The Chinese lag is too much, but CTY is gone down. He will manage to get off the Bloodstone denied. And they've found 2 from VGR. But this time, VICI Gaming having the more casualties, 3 dead. So a good hold from VICI Gaming, and CTY going down, never really the dream, but at the least he does deny, of course, that goal going away from his kill streak because of the Bloodstone.
That was such a 3-2-2.
Yeah.
You are so far ahead. All you need is group. It's a 2-3 in favor of VGR, and VICI gave away the gem. They bought the gem to make that play. We do see a huge jump coming in here against N, and will go down as a result here.
CTY just absolutely no chilling. He's on point every time with these zips.
But in the matter of about 1 minute, I think VICI lost about net worth-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, the goal graph doesn't really do justice in terms of how big of a lead they gave away. Because right now, VICI is playing a very momentum draft and just gave away a whole bunch of kills and the gem. So I think Reborn's right back. Despite they're not really fighting that well.
VICI Gaming, obviously, VICI Gaming are going to get the Aegis again by the looks of it. So this is good. This kind of restabilizes it for them. They may have lost that fight, by an extra kill, but now they've got the Aegis back on CT. Well, since he's not picked up yet, I'm sure he'll be back in for that. Yeah, but he's like, come on, mate. There we go.
Do you remember that game in 9?
Yep, where they didn't pick up the cheese.
No, he didn't pick up the Aegis.
Oh, the Aegis
he was playing Ursa.
Was it CTY again?
CTY.
Oh man, it's the same man, yeah.
He went to the Roshan pit, killed it as Ursa, and just walked off. And I remember the caster was just like, oh, he's saving it.
This has gone for quite a long time now.
And the post-game interview, we asked him, he's like, oh, I just forgot.
They did go on to win that game, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Imagine if they lost it. We would just be like, oh, CTY. Looks like he's gonna go for a
Lincolns.
Okay.
Do you think?
What is he blocking?
Actually, well, Winter's Curse, as we talked about, the one big lockdown. You know what I mean? If he gets himself a Lincoln, suddenly...
That's literally the only thing that's blocking it, though. Because you don't block arrow with it either.
No. Yeah, it'd just be the Winter's Curse. I mean, I guess it has to be. There's...
What else is it blocking?
Fresh Storm. Out of here, load of Storm, unlikely again. It's got to be Lincoln's, yeah. But no, it's... I mean, this game, I guess, if you're going for a defensive item, if you look at what BKB, Lincoln's, Yules, there's not really any silences. you don't really need the BKB. You're gonna go for the Lincolns.
I mean,
guess.
Hex is always a strong alternative, right? If you want to be more
Oh, I
offensive.
guess you want to be aggressive. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But I guess at the same time, he feels that this. He was able to kill the Ursa. Now the BKB's coming out, it's going to get harder for him to get away with those speeds.
Sure, yeah.
We'll see.
Oh,
Hello, goodbye. HYM, chop down in a few swipes from N. Sylar is trying to go for this, and CTY following through as well. Oh, and kept alive by the corner brace. He's going to live through this initial initiation.
Curse.
Now the Winter's Curse in return, trying to jump in. Sylar shooting away at his own teammate the burst, but it's enough for CTY to get himself out. He is out of mana though, so they can't fight back into this one with the Storm Spirit. The counter jumps in. At the same time, GDC being focused by burning birds, burning an RTK, starting to back up. Splitter comes through. Doesn't quite reach RTK. CTY. Oh, hang on. He's ready to go back in.
Oh, he's out of mana.
Well, with the first they found it. The lose RTK. CTY trying to play around Yang, but again the stomp's there. The arrow from Mikasa following through. If they got the damage to bring out CTY, it doesn't look like it. And in fact, CTY and the Burning Birds are just chasing VICI Gaming Reborn out of this whole engagement. Sylar trying to close the gap with the Shadowblade. They're moving by the tier 1s. It looks like that will be settling down now for VGR.
Well, end of the day, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, VICI is so much more ahead. Oh, arrow! Oh,
see.
He's got no respect. He's like, I can outplay this, no problem. Every time I watch CTY play, I'm on the edge of my seat. For the wrong reasons, really. But,
It's a bit of a madman.
yeah.
But yeah, he's racking up the gold. He can pick up that ultimate or for that Lincoln's. And I was Burning God coming out. Yeah, he did go for the medallion. Picks up a Ghost Scepter as well. So very nice against this Ursa, who does have a bit of money. Could go for the Diffusal Blade next if End wants. Do you think that is going to be the case with Ghost Scepters potentially coming out from VG, or does he just look elsewhere for more lockdowns? Does he himself just try and work for the Abyssal Blade to look for another source to take down CT1?
You know, Ghost Scepter is a great idea. You
Yeah.
mentioned the VICI getting Ghost Scepter. You could break that Lincoln's, I guess, on the Storm if you want. But maybe a straight up Basher is not too bad either.
Okay.
Because CT-wise, I mean, there's nothing that can actually help him if he gets straight up bashed. It just is more about whether he's thinking about building offensive or defensive. He could pick up a defensive item like a Vlad's for the team as well, if he wants. I personally like the Basher, but he does have that Morbid mask, just kind of hanging out.
Lincoln's Sphere. He now time for CTY. Overall net worth difference still favouring the side of VICI Gaming. And they have taken tier 1s, tier 2s in every lane apart from the top. And CTY dips out Zoo, comes in onto end, but the Colin Embrace reaction will be there.
Oh, curse. Oh.
Alright. A little bit unfortunate for
What?
He's got a bit of mana to work with it, and he does have the Burning Birds to come down with the stomps if he needs something else to back him up. So yeah, a little bit of unfortunate use of the Winter's Curse. I just didn't do an item check. He's only just picked up the Lincoln. Didn't know that CTY has it, but they know now for sure. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in that engagement we've seen why he needed to pick up the Lincolns. Even though it only blocks the one spell guarantees his death, right? Because we do see the curse, and then it leads into easy arrow. And there's no way he survives throughout, you know, the stun duration of the arrow.
Yeah.
So Ursa does go back to pick up that Diffusal Blade. Now they have an answer to that Lincoln pretty easily.
And I guess one thing that's nice as well, even though you're unable to do damage yourself to the target, I guess you can still start to stack up the Fury swipes, you know what I mean? So when he then comes out, you're going to already have some extra bonus damage to smack him with.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
The other nice thing that N could do is to get rid of the, or get debuff on his allies or on himself.
Yeah, that's true. With the Diffusal.
Well, you know, the momentum that VICI really had and the lead that they had is really kind of going away. Interesting choice here by Marana. I think he's looking to basically use into an arrow hit against the Storm.
Okay.
I would personally favor something like a Staff of Ice for hit. Because you're with the Blink already built in, and if you're looking for able, Blink Hex is probably as good as it gets, really, in the game of Dota.
I mean, I guess it's also, it is good against the Storm's Orchid, you know, to save yourself.
Correct. That's. I guess I'm thinking just straight up offense.
Yeah, for the offense, yeah.
And he's building half offense, half offense. Oh! Did he use Mikasa?
Did you not have vision?
Oh. They had a
Spirit came out. Yeah, just a little bit on the reaction. I even set the arrow very, very close to hitting.
Okay, Drow Ranger picks up a butterfly, so everybody's like attacking really hard.
Yes. 76 bonus damage across the board. You know, that get this you know, for the whole fight. So much more damage in Yang indeed. Picked up the end, will jump over the BKB. Trying to fight, actually just jumps in. BKB is out. Oh, he's not going to make it.
Not against Drow.
Oh no.
They dropped the gem as well, so whatever the lead that they had about 5 minutes ago, it's all gone. RTK just is looking for a straggler. They won't play any, and here comes the VICI push.
I think, yeah, that butterfly pickup pretty much secured that kill. The extra bonus damage for everyone. I mean, yeah, this Aura, as I was saying, doing the maths, it's like, what, extra 380 damage for the whole side. They've just gone plus up 380.
Yeah. So don't forget the birds, too. They pop.
Oh, and the birds, yeah, when they pop the active ground, yeah.
I think this
push is so strong.
That tower is dead. Good luck, tower. Throw a hit. Gonna try to burst down RTK, but good luck with that. Glimmer Cape helping him out, but look at his tower. Oh, Glimmer's gonna come out.
And this is still held up the active. He knew that they were gonna put him. Now he'll active fortification, and look at it. The Drow Visage returns.
Well, we're seeing half of it.
Hey, you were right as well. Your prediction should have gone. VICI Gaming to be the ones to take the first ranks, and oh, not the ones looking for. Nope. No,
the air on top. Stop us up.
They're trying to kill it. It's not going to work. As DQY jumps in, grabs the cat, and the cat gets nuked down immediately at the end. As well, but look at the physical damage coming through. The ravage from RTK will die. 3 VGI. The point for BKB, but he's not going to save you against this Drow lineup. G. And what a performance from VICI Gaming, making the Drow Visage combination work. CTY Storm, it looks a bit short. Today it was absolutely amazing. What a draft for VICI Gaming. I mean, you know, we've seen so many games with this qualifiers, but still, this late on, we're still seeing something a bit different.
Yeah, the most impressive thing was just the Drow first pick, and they still executed the strategy that the way they wanted to execute it. With that said, though, REBORN did really mess up a lot. Mikasa has not been a star player for me this game.
Because Mikasa, across the whole qualifier so far, he's been really reliable. This game, it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, I think REBORN, looking back at the game, maybe they say to themselves, look, we had the right draft to deal with what's coming our way. Our execution was just a little bit off. So, I think coming into I don't think you should know this. I think they're finally kind of us and move. I'm actually more hyped now that we're in game 2 than game 1.
I was going to say, after game 1 as well, VICI Gaming winning that, and quite spectacular style as well.
No, not just about Dota.
Okay. What's happened?
Okay, first of all, so the winner of this series gets to TI.
Yes. Well, no.
Either wildcard or this, yeah. So the winner of this series gets to go to TI.
Correct.
You are the drama lord, or at least you pay attention.
Drama lord.
You like drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the drama? We got some drama.
Wasn't there a thing between Swindles and
oh yeah, RT said he would
somebody will retire.
He would retire.
Somebody would.
If Swindles beat him, did he just beat him at TI?
Yeah, I think it was Swindles that would retire or RTK that would.
RTK definitely made the shot call.
Well, here's the thing: if VICI Gaming wins this one,
then it could happen.
And then he loses the next one. They will complexly
in the wild card.
Complexly and VICI will meet in the wild card, and the loser retires, or one of the losers retire.
Yeah,
that's some hype.
That is.
I'm more hyped for that than Draw Ranger.
But game 2.
Game 2. on the way.
I was going to say, VICI Gaming beating VGR, it's going to be hard, and they're not going to get away with a drought strat again. As we can see, the ban from VICI Gaming, REBORN, taking out the drought, taking out the DP pushes, and of course the Terrorblade ban. VICI Gaming on the other hand, no Lifestealer, no Void, no Night Stalker for VGR. And the opening picks this time, Disruptor, Slark, Tide, Spirit. So, I mean, the drought strat was obviously good for VICI Gaming.
Yeah.
What else do they look for to beat VGR? What kind of style do you think we're going to see from them?
From VICI against VGR.
Yeah.
I think they need to pick up Silo Zero quite early.
Okay.
Remember yesterday, I think we were casting where they banned out pretty much of all Silo Zero.
Yeah, they went heavy
and
on
they
the Silos
picked a
bans.
Morphling.
Yeah.
Which was a good Styler hero because his Morphling is excellent, but then they still lost the game because Morphling was a bad carry pick in that game.
Yes, that's correct.
Sylar plays Terrorblade, apparently Drow Ranger, Lifestealer, Juggernaut, Lycanthrope. I'm running out, and
He's got a few. He's got a few,
but yeah. I'm just afraid of him being banned out, like we saw yesterday, and they kind of just dropped the game.
I mean, this game looks like he shouldn't be too worried about that though, because a lot of the bans have been elsewhere.
Sure,
support soft laners.
But we do get the try and true ROTK TIE Hunter. Did whiff a big damage last game, but
he did hit some big ones as well.
Yeah, secured a W.
It was quite hit. It was literally quite hit and miss. I mean, there was ravages as well where go in and they were a little bit too deep, like that fight behind the tier 2 where it's kind of like a bit throwy as he just went straight into hand. But obviously, it's quite a staple, the ROTK Tide.
And then the HYM Earth Spirit is quite good for him as well, but this is where I really like to see. Ends Slark. I believe you were casting with me yesterday as well. His Slark just went in. He went Midas first in most of the games, and then he just go and then just go boom, 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 boom. Got a ton of work done, so I like that they're going back to that. Also, I got some info as I revealed some tape earlier from yesterday. Mikasa hasn't been playing well yesterday. You know, I think opening the match that we've been saying, you know, Mikasa's just your stable player.
Okay, you think yesterday?
Yesterday he wasn't playing well.
Okay.
Today he's not playing well, at least not in the Mirana. He's going the CTY syndrome, the one that just goes in too aggressive sometimes. And hopefully he could dial it back. He needs to dial it back. Because this is their last game.
Oh, really? This could be potentially the end of the line for VGR if they drop this one. They're off. At the end of the TI June, I think, as I said, after the Manila Major, a lot of people, you know, they probably expected to see VGR make it back.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I expect them to make it back, but
yeah,
there's that ROTK storyline with Swindle, so I'd be glad that too.
Absolutely. And VICI Gaming's lineup, as well as you said, they have, you know, by no means they aren't the best team in China. You know, there's definitely the downfalls, but they do certainly have some absolutely big names in. You know, if they can pull it together, the skill's certainly there in their roster, isn't it?
For VICI.
For VICI Gaming, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've been evolving throughout the qualifiers as well. Like, Burning just pulled out VICI last game.
Yeah, that's so you wouldn't expect that.
They're just not afraid to pick heroes that are just suited for the situation, even though it's an outsider of their normal, you know, pick lineups. So, yeah, I'm definitely cheering for the old dogs, I suppose. We are going to see likely to be a mid-juggernaut for CTY.
Okay, the CTY joke, yeah.
But obviously you could kind of swing it to the core as well. I like Jug here quite a bit because Disruptor, you can't glimpse him. Slark, you can spin away from his pounce, so you're pretty resistant against most of these combos.
Yeah, well, what do you think about just for the overall picture of VICI Gaming? You know, but moving off that carry position, is he just? Is it just the fact that there's better carries out there now? Does he prefer playing support? Do you know why that was the move? Why he's down playing support?
I'm pretty sure Burning, you can make an argument on any day of the week that Burning is either better or equal to Sylar when it comes to carry level, but maybe the team just needed a support player.
Yeah,
and Burning can play.
Yeah,
and actually, Burning, before he became the legendary carry player that he came to be known as, he was actually a support player to begin with.
Oh, okay. So he did stuff in the support. Yeah.
He could wear the different hats quite well. So, I mean, I don't think he's a spectacular support.
No,
but he gets his job done.
But do you think Sylar is the better carry, or they are equal?
I think Sylar is the carry, then he is the better support. If that makes sense. Like
this is the way you have rounds. Yeah.
I think they're both tremendous carries in their own right. But back to VGR, they're looking to perhaps pick up a carry for themselves, or sorry, a mid for themselves. They got the carry from the Slark, and the off lane would be great as well. Enigma.
Damn, I mean
I like that.
That's not a hero that we've seen a lot of in the qualifiers at all. This is,
I think it's the first pick in China,
only a handful of games.
I haven't seen it in China at all.
I definitely saw it come over. I can't remember if it was in China. It was in something. So that we have seen it in the qualifiers, but
I've seen it in the C region.
Yeah, maybe it was actually. So yeah, Enigma picked VGR.
This is quite interesting.
Осталось
In the
5
sense
секунд.
that, like, you know, do you abandon the offlane and straight up jungle him? You could do that. Then the Elder Titan to sap experience. Do you offlane Enigma? We've seen that from time to time as well. And also, I don't think Black is really to guarantee this, right? You got the Rapish cancel, you got the Earth Spirit kick cancel, you got the Suns to cancel. And it's very easy for VICI to pick up a Rubik here to just steal the Black Hole. So I'm really questioning the fourth pick Enigma here.
I mean, obviously the hero did get a series of buffs, didn't he? 6.88 watt, but Black Hole now pure damage.
Sure.
They did scale down the obviously the damage numbers to compensate for that it's pure, but obviously nonetheless having it being pure, massive buff.
Yeah, but you don't look at the Black like, go give me that rampage.
No, it's all about, yeah. I mean, and you pick Enigma, you know, for the push, you know.
Yeah, push is great.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's other pushing here as well. So look, if it's VGR, I have faith.
Yes, yeah, VGR very skilled team. Yeah, they know what they're doing with this pick, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do. And did you say it sent its delay? They might obviously maybe get Yang on it, put it in the jungle, because we did see last time, you know, Yang Darkseer, he went into the jungle until level 4, and they just put the Elder Titan in the top lane to get some levels.
Right,
so
right.
They could end up doing something like that. VG Gaming, over this fan, I guess building up the tank and just building up heroes as well. That, I mean, even though it's pure damage, there's going to be a point in the game where Sven, he won't care too much about being Black Hole, you know what I mean? He can live for it and sustain for it. And also Sven, one of the good counters to Elder Titan Zora. You know, Warcry straight up.
Correct.
You're not you don't care too much, as much about the natural order, because a lot of the damage that you're looking at the moment is going to be physical. You know, it's going to be the Eidolons chipping into you, Slark jumping away. There's no huge magic nukes that they're comboing with the natural order, so it was more for the armor reduction. And yeah, Sven's got the counter.
Yeah, I guess stun's gonna give you stun from Elder Titan.
Yeah.
Maybe like. There's no one big AoE thing.
Yes, it's not like they've got a lion or any kind of burst.
It's also just for the Warcry, not just for the Warcry. They also want a carry that could cancel the Black Hole. So now we're looking at 4 ways to actually cancel the Black Hole. 2 from the Earth Spirit, 1 from Tai, 1 from Sven, and again they could pick up Rubik very easily here.
Rubik would be nice. Yeah, Rubik certainly could be a pick. What else are we looking at as good supports? But I mean, dude, even picking up the Visage again, maybe. You know, HYM Earth Spirit, burning Visage. You know, Visage is such a good counter to Enigma. But other good, I mean, this is what. You know, the AoE, the range, cast range of Chain Frost. Yeah, it's brilliant for canceling the Black Hole.
I think this is the first time I've seen VICI actually pick Lich. I wonder why it's here. Like, normally you pick Lich to dominate the lane, but for example, if Enigma is just straight going to jungle, there's not really to dominate.
Well, I mean, I guess it just means you win the lanes even harder. You know what I mean?
Well, no, like Lich win the lane by taking away experience. But if there's nobody on the other end,
yeah.
So I'm just finding this like a little bit questionable. Also, Lich is pretty free to Slark. Once Slark gets a blink or Shadow Blade up to you, you don't do anything. You just straight up die. So,
I mean, Frost Armor could be quite annoying for Slark, though, can't it?
Yeah,
if Slark doesn't get ahead, it suddenly gets to the point where Slark can't just jump in and find himself a quick kill on heroes.
I think it's more of the thing that you brought up earlier. It's good against Elder Titan because of the natural order. It gives you more plus armor. And also, it's another way to cancel the Black Hole. But we're going to see a Mikasa Puck. If there's one hero to beat Houdini that plays aggressive and still does not die, it's Puck.
Yeah, and I guess what's really nice about the Puck as well is the fact that we talked about VICI Gaming having lots of cancels for the Black Hole. Now you've got a way to shut them up.
Sure.
So you can play around it as well. And it's a bit of magic damage as well that you can use in tandem with the Elder Titan's order. So certainly, you know, the Puck, if he picks up a Veil fairly early on, it's going to be a fair bit of damage that this Puck's doing.
This is a very well-rounded draft for both sides. Do you favor one team over the other? Do you like?
I think, as I said, it is Elder Titan still, and it is VICI Reborn.
They're swapping. FY on Enigma, Yang on the Elder Titan offlane.
Okay. So yeah, as we said, Elder Titan just going to be looking to soak up the levels down there, and FY going into the jungle, as we'd imagine.
Okay.
But I think going into the first game, I thought VGR would be the stronger team, but it seems like the Drows, some of them kind of caught them off guard. But overall, I still see VGR as just the better team at the moment in China. But I mean, yourself, do you prefer a certain draft there?
I think VGR is definitely the more explosive Wombo combo draft, and I love watching Wombo combo, so I'm going to cheer for VGR and the possibility of a game 3 as well.
I'm going all in with End actually. Total magical of pure damage. Ooh.
Probably with the Puck. It's got the double nukes.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know. There's a magnet size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Number of player deaths. We're gonna have a relatively bloodbath. I'm gonna say.
You're gonna go 56 plus? Is that?
I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
56 plus.
I got 41
I'm going
for 50.
56 plus.
All right, let's get into the game, guys. We got pretty much standard stuff. We already got a lot of ward and sentry battle here.
Oh yeah, Bernie. He was looking for the D ward, but just a little bit off point. Won't actually catch out the ward that's just been placed down by Mr. Yang.
30 секунд до начала
Can
сражения.
you actually pull up the box?
I can't run the button to do so.
Is it alt for you?
Apparently not.
It's a little bit different from in-game and out for me.
It is, yeah. Oh, hang on.
But I imagine that is within the
Just
box.
bash all the buttons on your keys.
Okay.
Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, dude, you might pause the game. Hold
It
on.
didn't work. Just straight up pause the game and ask why? Like, I was trying to check for the creep.
For the creep counter spawn.
Oh.
Here we are. So yeah, as you said, lane-wise, pretty much what I expected stuff. Tri lane. No one going to be too out of place. Your CTY is going to head over towards the mid lane, burning. Yeah, he's going to take away one of the creeps, get rid of the range man. So CTY is going to have a bit of an edge there for the starting wave.
Actually, Enigma did the same.
Yeah, actually that's true. Yeah, so both teams equalising equilibrium mid lane.
So mid matchup,
Yeah.
you could say is some puck favor, but the poor man show that they're gonna. I think they're mostly gonna trade farm, because obviously we'll use his ult to farm from time to time, and CTY could technically force kill with the spin on the onto the puck. But I imagine it's gonna be pretty stable. Everybody's gonna kind of just hang out. You know, I think the person that we should have chose the most lasted in 7 minutes, probably Enigma. You know, he's what?
That is true, actually.
He's actually one of the fastest
we screwed up there,
junglers.
Lumi. We should have definitely gone for Nick, I feel. Yeah.
It's the second fastest jungler in the whole game.
Especially, actually, I went for him, but he is going to have a bit of a hard lane. You know, ROTK on the tide, burning on the lich. A lot of pressure is going to be put onto the slot.
Yeah. Oh man, and it's having a tough time.
Yeah, they're really good to make his life out. Bottom lane as well. Bit of a lead in. They're looking for the body blocks to Yang, bringing him incredibly low. The Orb of Venom from HYM helping out. It's not enough though.
So that's not a Mega Boy. If he had a Mega Boy kill, they could have kept chasing. Up, go, get done up.
It's true that. But I guess the least is, I mean, Yang's got a he hasn't got a Sal. To get one, he's getting one parried out. So he's got to be a bit of duration of this laning.
So earlier I was questioning Lich, just thinking he's gonna safe lane support. But seeing what's happening here, it makes so much sense. And it's gonna be an early game aggressor. Remember, he gets the early Midas for his Sludge when he's having a great game. He's not gonna have a great game here up against Lich Tide. I mean, he's gonna get down, he's gonna get away. I think this is a very smart move here from VICI Gaming.
You can see at the moment. And Bunny's just hanging there. They're in the mid lane match. CC for 3, 6 for 2. Very close between the two of them. Seems to be fairly even. Yang is going to get himself up to level 3 on the Elder Titan. So some quick levels to start off for this man. And I am coming in for a bit of action. Yeah, gonna ward him off as he gives him a chase down. A couple of punches to the back. But I mean, where do you think we're going to see the first kind of bit of action? Are we looking for a certain rotation? Does Burning just remain himself up here? Are we ever going to leave the lane and let's press on elsewhere? Or is this what it's
I think they just want to be here. Apparently actions make the bottom lane here.
Starline HYM.
Easy row into stun or vice versa and they get the kill. But apart from the random 1 or 2 kills, like let's say on the bottom lane, no, they get one up here after making a pretty big dive. Slark counting in, get a kill. This should not happen. When you run the Lich, you need to slowly win the lane, but I guess ROTK perhaps played a little bit over aggressive, got a little bit caught out here. Got picked off.
Alright, giving a kill like that away, not the way you go against Slark. Bottom lane. Yeah. It's best to contest the farm. Sylar and Sylar, as you just said, still slightly at the end, but it's close and yeah. Well, both safe laners have been involved in kills. So.
Yep. Yeah, but this game should be a relatively slow one, at least in the laning stage, because on one side you got the Enigma just farming it up for jungle, on the other Lich is gonna slowly but surely take over the lane.
And she mid as well. HYM maybe wants to try and cast. Fairly low at this point. I got a couple of bot guys, it's gonna be a hard jump
He's
in.
waiting for Mikasa to actually use Orb. No, they're gonna maybe force it out. Orb come out here, but the silence is gonna be Mikasa. Oh, he died to the Orb of Venom! Oh my, easy 3 poison damage per second.
Oh man, HYM, yeah, he's going to be over the moon. And that's the kill as well. Catch out of the puck, bring up the lane for CTY. Going to land to catch, get himself a little bit of an edge. Yeah, great news.
You know, Puck doesn't have a point into phase. I wonder if that would have made a difference. That surely would have.
What, you just duke out final tip? Yeah, I guess we need to jump in, yeah, so
Sure.
you didn't have to tank around.
Maybe he
before
could have just stopped it.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate for him. I understand the reason for him not getting the phase is generally dodging any range attacks from the Juggernauts.
No, not at this point. Maybe not at least until he gets to 6. Then
Yeah.
But at that point, yeah, we can assume that the Castle Puck will indeed have a point. Maybe some more pressure mid. You know, HYM, he's getting into position again, and maybe we'll see if he does it. At the same time, top lane, TK's been too low. And the DCC Charlotte to jump in. Kinetic field point, happen DCC hasn't enough for the glimpse. RTK trying to play around this, and he's come around again, and RTK trap, caught out, taken down. It's going to be another kill for VICI. And more importantly, another kill for now 2 kills. The back lane, Stormer to the face, HYM and Burning there to help with the control on TI. VICI Gaming finding a quick kill in return. So both safe laners again getting involved in these kills, even though it's 2 assists for the Sven, whereas Andy's actually been able to get the final touches. So 2 kills for this slot.
Yeah. Difference, a hunter could recover a little bit easier because, well, he's a hunter, he could jungle easily. Whereas I think he's going to be more stuck at his level item preparation for a while. They're going to be the move of the game here, the first one. FY comes around, he doesn't get better, he's got the block quite easily with the knife pulled. ROTK. Well, if he wants to fade he's got to win this game.
This is very, very scary for them in the sense that this slot's just getting so much. And now with the 3rd kill under his belt at 6 minutes in, alright. I mean, he tries for an on, but it's work as the puck with his belt available.
Well, he did not have fade before, so...
Yeah, I get to test him, but still...
that's a long cooldown to be using
the orb.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a little equivalent to CTY.
Look, CTY wants to send the message.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, as I was saying, he's gonna have a tough time recovering. I mean, he's playing a hero that really wants to hit level 16 to get all his abilities. He's doing his best to kind of harass. And you shouldn't really burden, you know, whether he's gonna stay in the lane or move around. It seems like he's moving around, but really at the cost of RTK having a much tougher time than he really should have at the top lane.
Yeah, 3 deaths on the Tidehunter, and you know, still yet to hit that level 6. Whereas Slark, he's about to touch on to level 7. So yeah, indeed, the lane up top certainly going a lot better for VGR. Bottom lane, maybe eyes on Yang. You've got some heroes on the sidelines, HYM and Burning. Maybe seeing if there was going to be an opening. Same to mid lane, DDC. Maybe looking for a potential wraparound onto CTY. There is a Dream Coil available if they find it. Oh no, DDC, it looks like he's going to head up top. I mean, he could try and make something happen against RTK with the help of N.
No, he's just dropping down a couple wards, block the ancients. Because, you know, you're facing against Sven and Tidehunter. They want those stacks.
I mean, could he look for action? Yeah, okay, I guess, yeah, no action for DDC for now.
Unless somehow CTY, you know, uses the spin aggressively, they're just really hard to force out the kill. And it looks like Mikasa is going to go for that Veil of Discord build first. To kind of play combination gaming here with Yang. Go for the nuke build.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with that, as we said, this is going to be so much burst potential with the natural order and FL. RTK does have a Ravage, kind of falling with it there. Enigma's come back into the lane as well, FY ready to put a pressure on. For a minute, but he's looking to down the lane of CTY. He does have his ult. He's got Omni Slash in there, our eyes on Tang. Stormham, look at the jug round the corner, CTY could get in for the Omni. All the illusions actually blocking him up. Alright, CTY couldn't quite close the gap there. It's going to mean Yang, he gets a walk.
Yeah, normally you expect a Juggernaut to have phase boots by now, so you can kind of phase past everything and just go for the kill, but Yang thanking his lucky stars. C2I is a pretty big one. We do have Mikasa hanging out here. Ooh. Gonna go creep.
Oh, bitch.
Okay. Are they gonna punish him somehow?
Oh, TK.
Body block?
I think he was a bit peed off by and Mikasa, oh, it's sorry, walks over it. And Mikasa, oh, that's a bit of a class show there.
And they're gonna get the kill. He ripped. Nicely done here.
Alright. Well, Ravage down, boys.
I guess RTK don't take it kindly when you steal his.
Was not happy.
Oh, he's down here again.
No.
Black hole 3.
Oh no. They don't even need it.
They might have.
No, he's got the dart pack burst.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. And a series of unfortunate events there for ROTK. Not a happy time for him now on the tide.
I know this is, you know, the semi-finals of a regional qualifier, but it's pretty clowny stuff kind of happening left and right. RTK is perhaps a little tilted because he's died, what, 4th time now? Ravage didn't really do anything, and I do believe FY is looking to push his tower. Does have Black Hole up as well, so it's going to be a very tough defense here coming out from VICI Gaming. Oh, easy glimpse back. You think it's tilt?
I think that was definitely put him on tilt. Poor old odds, he's getting all the slack RTK. Hey, Mikasa. Good control from HYM, that should do it. Will do indeed.
Burning, also in trouble.
Zenith is going to be another one for VGR. Punch down, beat down, and the correct hanging around as well.
Well, you were correct to assume that this is going to be a bath.
This is so far 11 kills, 10 minutes in. This is the extra stepping up. Yeah, RTK though, when you see him kind of take a chill pill, he needs to keep himself composed, get himself safely back into the game. Yeah,
his team relies on him for that kind of mid-game control with that Ravage. Because apart from that, who's actually going to give you the stun? You know, the Earth Spirit is going to have a kick, but that's not very reliable. The Sven needs a Blink Dagger, which don't think he's going to get anytime soon.
No, certainly, yeah, with the treads out. He's focusing on keeping that farm going. He's, well, a little bit behind at the moment, but CTY is having a lot of fun on this Juggernaut 102. Slark still up there in response, and over the other side. And what's that Shadow for now? But I guess one of the things is as well, that if the game does end up going on later, it's always going to be kind of Jug and Sven against Slark, who's, you know, got a lot of playmakers like the puck, but late game, the punching power is going to be behind VICI Gamer. Or what do you think, like, for instance, you know, Black is always to be such a strong force, VICI will always have a chance?
Oh, well, I thought it might be a pick here.
He saved for Sylar.
They could block him, but he's going to hold that on for a bit.
Yeah, and he gets out.
Yeah, I think it's easy to say, look, VGR's got core, but VGR Reborn's only got 1 core.
Yeah.
But I think VICI's actually secretly got 4 core.
Okay.
If you want to think of it that way. There's going to be not a concentrated power coming from, let's say, Enigma or Puck, but individually they bring a lot to the table. Also, they're very mobile as heroes. FY is going to get a blink. The Slark's very mobile. The Puck's going to get a blink, so I think it's going to be very easy for the REBORN team to jump circles around VICI if they don't get that one wombo combo Ravage into Sven stuff. So I think this is going to be a very even game in terms of scaling. If it's wondering who's got the better late game, I think it's pretty close.
I'll play now done on it. And do you can expect to see this come quite active across the map at this time, or does he have right? Are there kind of heroes? Because I'm looking at the lineup of VICI game, it's not necessarily the easier to find solo pickups than all. Mikasa, silenced by HYM, Shane Frost as well on these. They throw everything down that man. 3 ults for Mikasa. And okay, FY closed the door there for CTY Jug. Right, no escape for Jug.
You know that kill on the Puck looked like, you know, 3 people trying to KS each other, right? Yeah. Like they're like, let's throw all of our ultimates. But now you saw why they need to do that. The feature are even so good at casting and so good at responding to any type of power dive.
Nah, smart play from Sylar, hit that bottom, just straight up TPs after the glimpse. As that was the first Shadow Blade jump in as well. So at least they'll see that coming.
Yep. So you were asking whether it's going to be kind of moving around them to look at these kind of kills? Yes, because he has the Shadow Blade. I think he should also concentrate a little bit more on farm compared to his most Shadow Blade player, because at the end of the day, he's really the only one that's clicking, right, for his team. So he needs to really keep up his farm compared to, let's say, the Sven and the Juggernaut. He is, however, leading in terms of net worth right now, though.
Oh. Bit of a glimpse there, as PG unable to finish off the attack. But at least, in fact, it's not down to deny range. They may be able to take the goal themselves. So they're coming in for a push. Roshan the question is there going to be a point where we see a team head into the pit? I guess neither team are really having the fastest potential. I guess obviously FY is Enigma, the Eidolons are nice, and both have to kind of self-sustain for the Roshan attempt, but neither's going to do it in a snapshot.
Yeah. I actually think the VICI Vanilla is probably going to do it a little bit faster.
Yeah, well with the God Strength and Juggernaut and such.
And even Gush, you know?
Yeah.
End's going to come around. He runs over a Sentry Ward. He's looking for the Lich. The Lich is out of there, so... They are very kind of aware that there is a Slark running around in their jungle. And this is why I think that it's maybe a little bit better use of Slark's time to just kind of farm. At the very least, even though he's not getting any kills, he's definitely applying pressure. Because VICI heroes are kind of clumping up as 2 or 3, they're scared to go out and farm. But eventually, N needs to just pick up the farm. Because I don't think he could do this for too long.
Oh, hello. C2Y Mikasa. A little bit of fun in the trees, don't there? Puck actually just gonna play around with this illusion behind him. We'll see. No, C2Y's not falling, but he's still looking. Like, I know you're there. Now he'll come out. And yeah, C2Y. He'll TP himself back to base. Not really a kill that you can look for on his own unless Mikasa makes a big misplay.
Seems like Mikasa is thinking about going back to the Blink. If he wanted the Veil, he could have picked it up. And it makes a lot of sense here. There seems to lack of like a way to initiate the fight. Right now they're kind of reacting to G Gaming coming, but they just want that good job. He does pick up the Blink Dagger for that.
Do you think we're going to see why spin any go? No, I was going to say, yeah. So it looks like Fly's going to go for the BKB for the Blink Dagger on this Enigma, and I think, as we said, there's just so many ways to counter it that he needs the BKB.
I find that quite interesting.
Oh, you think he might have gone for the Blink first?
Yeah.
Or the Greaves, or?
Sure. Nope, glimpse back. Because I feel like the way in this game, having Black Hole is nice, but I don't think they need the Black Hole. Like, they need to win it, right?
Yeah.
Even with the BKB, there's still Chain Frost to cancel it, so it's not a guarantee. At the very least, though, it makes them that much tankier, so there's that.
Out of time, you know, Yang, he's picked to the Midas as well. Game. Do you think this is just what VG are kind of preparing for this to go? Midas not necessarily something they see all the time.
I think this is going to be gearing for like a 45, 50, 60 minutes game even.
Okay.
Which again, for the viewers at home, maybe you think like, oh, we got Juggernaut, we got Sven, we're going to scale much better, but do not underestimate this 4-core lineup from VGR. All of these heroes scale pretty amazingly into the late game.
Especially with the out of time, you know. I mean, it makes your lineup so much more relevant, regardless of if you're physical or magical.
Enigma also farms very quickly.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. FY's going to be able to keep himself very relevant in this game.
Okay, a scan catches out a couple of Radiant hero here in front of the top lane.
Right. See what kind of defense comes in from VGR. They've got Mikasa in place. Also Yang behind, just sending out the spirits.
Oh, they see Mikasa. They can maybe roll in with a silence on top. It's a pretty deep dive. So they're kind of walking. Meanwhile, Disruptor is still here on the bottom.
And burning out on his own, trying to hold the tower. It's not going to be successful. Tier 2 will fall.
Well, Mikasa committed his orb on top, so he's... HYM's being really patient here, looking for the perfect moment to jump.
Again, the spirit coming out, scout out the whereabouts of a VICI game. They're hiding here. Just still coming close. So they're just really struggling to try and find anything up in top VICI gaming.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's already look. Try and start to back up and realizing that they're not gonna find any luck here. And a quick block on the ancient camp, and a quick steal of the range creep. Eidolons are out for FY. Tier 1 already taken in the mid lane, Tier 1 and Tier 2 bottom, so they are starting to get a bit more favorable pushes. Oh, it's like, yeah, Greenbolt was expanded for that as well.
Yeah.
A little bit early as well, as the TP out was still available afterwards.
This is starting to become an extremely tactical game where neither team is really wanting to fit into the other team's team fight. So they're kind of splitting the map open to farm. And then I think one item to look for down the line is actually the Either the Hexagon, which seems like he's building into, just to give him that kind of continuous damage in teamfight. But
Do you think it's gonna be the Dagon or the Yules because of the silence?
actually, I think both are a great choice.
Yeah.
Another item I would suggest is the Agon Scepter. As we're looking at heroes kind of easily running away with their magic immunity. You know, it's going to build BKB down the line. You know that they're going to spin up from recoil. Maybe not right now, but somewhere down the line, this long game. I think Mikasa should pick up Ags.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a pretty key item for the man. And 100 away for BKB completion.
Okay. The one thing I don't like about this early BKB purchase from him is that sure you got the BKB, but it doesn't seem like you really take big fights with it. It'll keep you safe from like Ravage and the Earth Spirit, but when it turns around and punch you, you can still put the hurt on you. But maybe VICI Reaper will play extremely aggressive as a team once the peak is up.
Let's see as well if what we're going to see in terms of the game plan from FY. So it's been a bit of a theme, you know, since he's been able to look for a big play with that black hole. He has got a smoke available, but no opening's been looked for as of yet.
Yeah, the overall, if you look over to net worth, VCR is farming much better. I think they utilize the map better.
Yeah.
Enigma could farm the jungle better. They're right now leading by 5,000 gold. I imagine they're gonna climb. They also got the Midas on the Earth Spirit. So this slow gameplay really is not favoring VICI. The question is, what do they know this is happening? And how will they react if they know they're being out-farmed right now?
Let's see what happens here. They have smoked up VGR. But again, they won't find anything. You know, VICI gaming themselves playing very safe. Keeping back over their half of the map. CTY putting the pressure on the mid lane. You know, they themselves, they've not been able to push VICI gaming. They're yet to take a tier 1. And with the Shadowblade initiation, moving over, pings onto CTY. He's got a Blade Fury available. Oh, indeed, jumping up top. Going for trying the Dream Clock to count the TP. They'll take down an Earth Spirit, trying to go for CTY. He's going for the TP out. He's going to make it. So VGR, they don't find the jug kill, but the rest of the team, they do manage to punish that top push.
Yeah, the one squad are just more mobile in these kind of small engagements, and they're kind of fighting pickoffs left and right. Sure, we do see teleports away from the Slark, teleports away from the puck, but again, REBORN as a team, they are farming better. And I don't exactly know what VICI can do to combat this situation. They got the Battle Fury on Juggernaut, so that's a start. But if you look over to heroes like Lich and Earth Spirit, they just don't farm well. In fact, in the case of Lich, he scales terribly well, or very, very badly.
Yes.
So, I don't exactly know how Burning's gonna hang around in this like deep.
Yang could be in a bit of trouble. Stop. He's just gonna hold back CTY, but with a gush, yeah, Yang's gonna be thinking about going for a TPN. Yeah, they'll blow the Ravage Swan. No messing around with VC game. It's been a swing. Trying to find the kills, and they will. On this gush, we'll see if he wants to secure the deal.
If you're VCR, you just go straight into restraint. Huh?
I mean, yeah, you know, there's no Omni Slash.
At the same time, they punch it like so slowly.
Yeah,
we're gonna see
it's just slow. That's the problem.
They're gonna start it up,
but it is a safe push, yeah, with those two ults gone. And yeah, Eidolon's coming in.
and it's getting hurt by Road.
So now the AI is gone. So you haven't even got that working for you. I mean, VC Gaming, they may even find two as well.
No, they're gonna back out.
Yeah, this not happening.
They thought about it. I was like, no. And Mikasa did go for the Yules. Obviously, very good defensively against HYM's Earth Spirit. We are in for a long haul. I don't think this is one of those games where team loses a team fight and then just loses 2 racks from it. Oh, Silence gonna come at her for Mikasa, but he feels safe enough to even not even use a Yules.
Sounds got his BKB as well now, so it's gonna be pretty hard to take down if you are VGR. Enigma, FY, still. Actually, no, okay, no, he's picked to the rest first. Yeah, he's pretty much got that BKB done as well.
Cool.
Just 100 gold and Mithril Hammer will be there. ROTK backing up. Job as one. Caster's got an Nim's room. Supposed to be spotted out. Then actually Linus back onto Sylar, but no quite follow up.
ROTK?
Yeah, he's coming a bit far down the lane. Does have a mech. So immediately he's going to try for the TP out. Won't make it. The stomp down from Yang, securing the kill on the side hunter. Meanwhile, C2Y going for a bit of a sit. We TP back and kind of thing. C2Y does have the Omni Slash up as well. At the same time, they manage to be scouring around at the bar. See jaunting up here. In lane, that could be where we see the fight go on as 3 putting pressure on. DDC FY. And there we have it. BKB now done for FY.
Oh, God's Strength getting caught just for a couple of ancient.
Oh. Macass jumped in.
Got the BKB, so he's not really a bit.
It's a hard kill to go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no messing around. BKB to avoid the glitch.
Okay. I was like, did he misclick?
Just doesn't want any chance of getting trapped back. Knows that somewhere, you know, FY was high. Black hole could be enough to control the Sven long enough to take him down.
I think one thing that End has done very well on the Slark is his ability to actually apply so much pressure as he's getting a ton of farm as well. He's not exactly the high net worth or anything, and that still goes to the Sven. But they've done a successful job at shutting down. Look at the Lich and the Earth Spirit. The network is just abysmal. Even the TIE Hunter is really low at this stage of the game. And I think more or less that's because there's a Slark constantly running in your jungle. That the ports of Raid just don't feel safe enough to go out.
Башню сил
C2Y.
нижней линии
Why?
атакуют.
What's he doing here? Looking for the creep cut. I mean, it's a bit of a risky creep cut, isn't it?
I guess so.
I guess he's got blink TP.
Yeah.
Eh.
Blink's really nasty for that.
Sneaky. See what? Scan from the diet. Don't know, because some from VICI Gaming right deep tier 2. So they'll feel a bit separate on that. And as this game goes on, yeah, VICI still maintaining it, but by that point, is it a massive one?
Yeah. I think with the blink on the Sven,
Yeah.
VICI finally have a way to actually move outside the map. RTK on the mid lane though, did get his Kraken broken by the Silver Edge. RTK dropping really low, he pops him, but it's not to keep it up alive. Tank the dump for a little bit too late here. They focused by End. We're gonna get dropped on.
Get himself out, but he's not gonna be able to do it. Snap back in base. Again, I don't know, RTK keeps getting jumped on, but as you said, with the Silver Edge out in play, he can't just full tap that initial VGR. The skill not relatively easy.
Yeah. Not just with the Silver Edge, Black Hole's always an answer to TIE Hunter. You cannot crack in the I think TIE Hunter overall has really overestimated the ability to survive this game. TIE Hunter, most games you can do and get away with this. And then KR will take it at round 2 of the Big Rock Man, but I think they will soon to find out that they just don't really have a good Roshing lineup.
Yep, they have the second set of idle on this time. So maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's by no means not the quickest. VICI getting off.
Get here.
It doesn't look like they're going to make it straight for it though. So I think VICI are going to be fine. I mean, they're not really good. Or maybe straight.
They might kill themselves. Like that is like one of the slowest Roshan we've seen in the world. Three squads starting to amp up in damage, right? And this cannot guard in team fights. The Puck has Dagons now, and of course, like you've been mentioning throughout the cast, that Elder Titan just makes both team hurt much more. So I think REBORN is maybe one or two team fight away from starting to think of high ground. But speaking of high ground, the team is pretty bad at it.
Yeah, they don't have the best set. I guess they've got the Enigma, and there will be a point that Slark, maybe with a Skadi, can just be the front line.
Right, but that's not really. None of these heroes are really plan A, right, for breaking high ground. So VICI, REBORN, they understand that they need to get themselves a pretty big lead before they can actually break high ground, and that's where heroes like the Ravage, the TIE Hunter, the Lich Chainfrost becomes quite good. So despite the fact that VICI is behind, I don't think they're...
Oh! HYM First is down, there's a slot behind him. Good play Earthspray at the same time. Sylar turning around, one more chop and he gets him. Mikasa hitting the ground, but Sylar, he needs some backup. RTK coming in with a Ravage. He's going to catch them. DDC down and got the Shadow Dance up in time. He'll try and chase down for more. Look at the ghost blinking forward, but Sylar a little bit off point here. He's got a stun. Oh, the control. Yang throws him up in the air with the Yule Scepter. Sylar unable to chase down the Slark.
Oh, Burning's dead.
CTY jumping in, he's got an Omni, he is going to use it, and one more crit, and that's the man down the same time on the back line, then trying to come back in, he'll take down Burning now, looking towards Sylar, F5's coming in as well,
Black hole.
jumps in with a black hole, to control Sylar, and tips away, RTK coming back alive, Sylar trying to turn around, can they kill him? Oh, and they did, but he's got an Aegis, they'll look towards FY, keep yourself alive, CTY blinks forward, takes him down, and back for round 2, but he doesn't want any part of it, he's getting himself out of there. So, all in all though, VICI Gaming do take that fight quite convincingly. 3.6k gold, 4 heroes down and taking the Aegis out of the Slark's hands.
Yeah.
What a fight.
REBORN didn't have all 5 heroes. They kind of funneled in one by one. And against a hero like Sven who has the burst damage to really kill heroes quickly, that was not a fight that REBORN was looking for. At very least, they did recover the gem. If they had lost the gem there, that would have been huge. But Mikasa being the first, or I think the second one in that team fight, was not what they were looking for. They really lost a lot of damage in the puck fight.
Now we saw just the damage coming up from Sylar there.
Yep.
He's got a crit stick as well now.
Also, very, very good position by the VICI squad. I mean, FY throughout the entire fight, he was looking for a black hole that caught more than one, and he just can't find it. So he just threw out the end for a one-man black hole. And like you said, I think early in the draft, Sven's one of the heroes that could just tank through it. Especially with the warp buff turned on.
See what goes on it. RTK. Picking up. He's only about to hit level 16 as well, so he's going to get a nice step on the Ravage. Breeze done as well for RTK. As we saw then the last fight, did manage to hit a good Ravage, and he just allowed Sven time to chop through the heroes on PGR. Oh man, trying to go on to RTK. Sylar coming back with the response. Look at end. Shadow Knight's coming out. RTK still kept alive for the time being. Sylar playing around end, trying to look to chase down the Slark. Can they do it? They're five to high ground. Looking to start them as well with the static jump. DotaBoomTV jumps up with the Omni Slash. They'll take down FY. Can they find themselves anything more? And coming out of there with the Shadow Blade. Only one casualty, rolling forward, oh, they got the vision, and chance to turn and fight. What's our type the stun? We're coming in, they've gone in, we're in, take it down, and now VGR, they've got to get themselves out of the tree. And the Cascade players out of this one, spaceship. Can they take this man down? They've got the control, he can't get out. And again, VICI Gaming making some huge plays here, and VGR just, it seems like they're going too aggressive.
Yeah, they're making some key mistakes as well. For example, at the very end, when you're phase shifting and you're trying to blink out after the phase shift, and for example, you are spinning, the only way you could blink is the direction that you're facing. You do not have time for your hero to turn around out the phase to blink back. Unfortunately, that's the move that he tried. He did not get his blink off, and he just straight up died. So
didn't they change that though? So you turn,
you don't have time to have your hero model turn around and then get the.
But I don't.
Did they? Are you sure?
I can't remember if I dreamt that.
Well, I don't know why he
not
didn't get off the blink then.
Yeah,
so.
it's either way. Yeah.
Either way, he made the mistake and did not get that blink out. But I think overall, you're right. They're being a lot more aggressive than they should. They did have black hole for that fight, right?
They, I don't know. If I was on the high ground, he was looking maybe for a chance, but he got taken down pretty quickly.
By
he was up the cliff, and CTY in and immediately Omni slashing on the Enigma, which I guess that's a great play, from CTY, just to eliminate the Enigma from the fight, to make sure that there is no black hole.
I mean, if you look at this REBORN lineup, as soon as coil is used, and after you don't win the team fight for that coil, they just don't have any more catch, at least not in the immediate future. So basically, VICI for the rest of the it just kite around, right? We got, the Sven tanky, we got Juggernaut spinning away, we got TIE Hunter, who survived with like 10% health.
Yeah, they couldn't kill RTK at the start, that's big, and he's going to get harder and harder to take down with the build of the pipe coming out.
Yeah,
so if certainly before they were kind of bullying RTK, they saw the man as, we can kill RTK at the start of each fight. That's not going to happen now.
Yeah, or at least not as easily, now that he's got pipe finished. The takeaway for me is, unless REBORN win the fight with coil, they're just gonna get kited. which is what we've seen in the last 2 fights now.
I mean, just looking at the single cores as well, the fact that as you said, you know, still VG have got great team fight, but the fact, you know, Slark's farm 15k, and he is like 3k behind the Sven, 4k, nearly 5k behind Jug. I mean, this is the dual core of VICI Gaming is just looking so strong in comparison.
Yeah.
And we are seeing them being able to kill the Slark. Well, they've only taken him down once, but at least, you know, he's having to run half the time. And we'll see.
They got a hex.
Yeah, that hex. They're going to catch him out. Tries to give him any kind of thing. Can they keep the man alive? The Grease coming through TI6. Yeah, they're going to keep him up there. Shootor comes in. Your start from the puck. Eldest was tight. Edge trying to jump in the black hole. Onto Styler, catching TI6 as well. They're taking another joke. They found themselves a third. Styler trying to fight back with the help of RTK. Ravage goes through. Ed with the Shadow Dance. He's got to run. Picasso jumps in. Waiting for a silence up to 2. Ed trying to move in to kill RTK. Styler still a threat. The blink dodge from FY. The Stormhammer won't connect. Styler still playing around with this. He looks jumps through the Disruptor and the Enigma. Picasso trying to play around this with the Dagon. He's out of mana. Styler. Wrong way. Chop him down. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, shoot. Styler. He dies, but he died. Hero looming.
Oh man, that's the definition of a heroic death. Took down like 3 or 4 heroes before dying.
Oh man.
The key mistake for RTK is
Look at the deeps. 5.4k damage. No, sorry, that was unexpected. 6.6k damage.
Yeah, the problem in that fight was RTK blinked into a static storm, so he could never get off that Ravage. Imagine if he got off the Ravage earlier.
A little early.
Yeah, they win that team fight flat out. But we are seeing the problem of this big crit stick Sven. He is hitting so fast and so hard. I guess at the end of the day, VICI REBORN did win the team fight. They took down both Sven and Juggernaut, and they had the Slark surviving. Yes. So you do see the net worth graph, you know, slowly catching back up.
Oh, double damage Slark.
Oh,
fishy. Oh, fish off.
All right.
Nothing. But yeah, I mean, well, Roshan's back up as well. I mean, at this point, VICI Gaming with the Sven and the Jug, they can take it so quick with the amount of damage that Sven's doing.
For sure.
And I mean, you know, with the Ravage up in 50 seconds, maybe that's the point. That they could quite safely go split, can't they? Because their team fight, it does seem just outright better if they're prepared for it. Though, you know, obviously that time that was VGR catching VICI Gaming off guard.
Yes. And I don't think Juggernaut should die here. Oh, I say that there's a hex. Again.
Yeah.
Again.
Jumping in. Bam. That's gone. You're gone.
Yang coming in with a hex purchase. You know, he's been quiet throughout the game and throwing out spells in the back, but this is the huge pick. The reason that they won the fight for VGR was because they removed Juggernaut from the beginning, so that's going to be a concern here for VICI Gaming.
With no Jug, I mean, because you've got the Sven, I guess you can still put up a fight, but do you want to go towards the pit? Do you have to take this fight at Roshan if you are VICI Gaming, or do you have to let them have it?
I think you let them have it.
Yeah. You don't want to risk throwing away anything else.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the net worth graph, right, there's 20k on the Juggernaut, but imagine that 20k just removed because of the hex. Then suddenly it's going to be VGR that's really leading the fight. We've seen that twice in a row now.
Yeah, as you said, you're just the Midas hex build up. That's, yeah, been the player that, well, just a great decision from you.
Yep. Also, even though we see VICI, the Sven being such a big badass, his BKB is down to 6 seconds. And you know, a single Ravage into a Sylar crit will still win the team fight, but what if you don't get that combination going?
Yeah.
What if, you know, for example, Hunter blinks into a static storm again? Then suddenly, I imagine a world where Sven gets kited, where he doesn't get off the best, you know, stun into his ult. Very concerned here for VICI Gaming, as the REBORN in this mid to late game, to find their own stride.
And Macass has nearly got the Axe on, yeah.
Yeah, that's also an issue.
Yeah.
You know, BKB or not. Maybe just sell your bottle right now and pick up the Ags, get a TP scroll for Mikasa. Well,
not going to be wasted here. Let's see what VICI Gaming want to do next now. On top of the Skadi, CTY was slowed down a bit on this progression because of that takedown that VGR found in VICI Gaming's jungle with the Yang's hex. Coming out quite far as well, CTY. Needs to be careful, there's a blink. Oh! He's out.
the amount of BKB piercing stuns VGR has is pretty scary.
Yep.
They got Black Hole, they got the Earth Splitter, they got the Hex, which is not essentially BKB piercing, but you could
Catch him out, yeah, you can stop him from getting it off, yeah.
Also, we do see a whole bunch of kiting items being purchased. Yang's got the Ghost Scepter, he's got
Башни
Mule
сил
Scepter.
света на верхней линии атакуют.
BVC's got himself a Force Staff. I'm starting to feel like this can be a game 3 coming our way.
It's certainly kind of on the brink.
And that's kind of funny to say, because if you go to net worth, it's completely even.
Yeah.
In fact, it's Juggernaut and Sven leading in terms of net worth, but the next
Башни
4, it's
сил
just,
света на верхней линии
you know, right